Welcome to the HFT Stocks and Options Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, 2013. For the Volatility Index, the dollar-weighted put-call ratio on the VIX, we have a neutral reading for the first 2 months, which were the important ones due to the percent of premiums paid. And those are May and June with 0.71 and 1. On the overall dollar-weighted put-call ratio, we have a neutral reading also. For the charts here, we have the daily chart for SPX. As you can see here, we were up almost 15 handles for the day. Very interesting here. Back to the highs here again. Yesterday we went down almost as much as today we went up. So basically going up and down, doing nothing here in the market. I am neutral. I don't want to be bullish or bearish. Tomorrow we have non-farm payrolls, and that's going to be important. Here you can see it's going to be very hard to trade up and down markets. You're going to have to basically day trade them. So I'm remaining neutral for until tomorrow. I'm going to see how the data comes in, and then I'm going to take a bias. If we go higher, I would like to short this market. That's for something to have in mind. For the Qs, here we have the daily chart, and as you can see here, today we were up 1.2 and taking us to a new high for the year, almost 71.28. I'm looking for 72. That's gonna be important. And the important thing here on the Nasdaq, as you can see here, we go to a yearly chart. We're just taking out this previous highs, so we're now making a high for the Nasdaq here. I'm gonna remain neutral here. I think the Nasdaq is going to outperform the rest of the indices, and that's because I'm bullish on Apple. IWM, I've been bearish on this one. We took out basically everything of yesterday closing there, and inside day today here. I'm bearish here. If we get a pop tomorrow, I would start shorting IWM. For the metals, GLD, here we have the daily chart. I think we're going lower. I'm kind of bearish, as you know, but pretty flat. I talked about that yesterday, that most of the trade is going overnight. So keep an eye here. I think we're eventually testing this previous low. And it's hard to trade here, GLD, for swing trade. It's more like a 1 or 2 day trade. SLV, here we have SLV, and as you can see here, we were down, up 0.7. I'm bearish on SLV. I think we're going to 22, and if we break that to 20, that one is this one is a little bit easier to trade here based on the levels than GLD. You could trade it against previous highs here. For Apple, here we have the daily chart for Apple, up almost 1.5% for the day. I'm looking for 465 as our next target. I'm bullish here. I think we're going higher. Google, we talked about Google yesterday, the day before, saying there was a possibility of testing these previous highs here, but I was going to remain neutral due to the risk. I continue to feel the same way. If we break out from these highs, I would be a buyer. If we fail, I would be a seller. Goldman Sachs, here we have the daily chart. We were up 0.7%. We were able to close above the 100-day moving average. I'm bearish here, but I want to short it higher. I want to short it around this 50, which has been resistance for the last couple of days. And let's see, LinkedIn. We have earnings per share after hours down $20, as you can see it here. So it's basically gonna open around this area. I would have look at it around this 176. If it holds that level, maybe be a buyer there with a very tight stop. Very disciplined there. If it breaks, I would stay out of it.